Final community, hello again. Giggins here with an update for recent finds. I went to an antique store this morning and I found some really cool 45s and an LP for a friend of mine. So I want to show you what I got. First thing is Breaking Us in Two with Stepping Out in the back, or I can't really tell what the front is, but Joe Jackson. That was a good find. That's a pretty good album. It's a Night and Day album. It came out in '82. Good find. Tainted Love by Soft Cell on the old Sire record label. That was pretty cool. This was an awesome find. Kiss by Prince. In the back is Love or Money. I thought that was cool, the black and white label like that. Oh yeah. We got playing in the background Otis Redding Soul album. On the old Volt record label. This next find was pretty sweet. It's Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. Written by Rick James. Pretty cool. The next few I was pretty happy about finding too. I always collect anything Beatles or Beach Boys related, and these were pretty cool to find. I didn't expect to see these at all in a place, this antique store I was at. But I got Ebony and Ivory. There's a song called Rain Clouds on the back. I also got Pipes of Peace, and So Bad is on the back. And So Bad's a cool song. There's actually a video for that, and Ringo's on it. He plays drums on the song, but he's in the video too. And it's fun to watch. It's always fun to watch the Beatles together when they're not in the Beatles and seeing how they act with each other. And if they're goofing around or if they're doing something serious. This last 45 I got was really, really an awesome find. Did not expect to see this one. Get You Back by the Beach Boys. And it's got Male Ego on the back. This was a crazy find because I've had a hard time finding anything 80s related 45s for Beach Boys. Someone wrote Kokomo on the top. This is not Kokomo. Get You Back is a pretty good song though. It was off their self-titled 1985 album, which came out right after Dennis Wilson died in '83. So it was the first album they made without him. And it's really hit or miss. Their 80s stuff is kind of hit or miss anyway. Get You Back is a great song. They actually played that live in their 50th anniversary tour last year, and David Marks sang it. So that was kind of cool. I'm glad that they played that because they tried to cover every era of their career. So why not? Might as well bring that one out too. It's a decent album. Bruce Johnson actually wanted to re-record one of the songs from that album for That's Why God Made the Radio. And I'm not sure if they actually did record it or not, but it was in consideration. It didn't happen though. The last pickup I got was something I already own like 4 copies of in various formats. But Endless Summer, the Beach Boys. Still in the shrink wrap. It's cut on the side so you can get the LPs out. But it's still got the wrapper on it and a bit of the price tag stickers. So that's kind of cool. It is a late 70s reissue on the Purple Capitol label. So, there you go. This album, for me, it goes back a long way. This was seriously what got me into the Beach Boys. Through a cassette that I had from my mom. And also her LP, she had the record too. And I remember in elementary school, my best friend also had this album on tape. But he had the later reissued tape, which had Good Vibrations at the end. Mine didn't, and I thought that was pretty cool that we had 2 different records. But I actually picked this up for him because he's starting his own record collection. He just got his own record player. So I've been making a pile of stuff to bring him next time I see him, and this was a major part of our musical upbringing. So I'll also show you some of the other things I'm going to give him. There's a lot. It's been an in-process thing for a while now, but I'll just run through them. Volume 2, Best of the Beach Boys. It's a mono copy. It's got that really sweet Starline label with the Target. So that's pretty cool. Sometimes it's gotta let Otis play. You can't talk over him. He was such an awesome entertainer. Man. So we had that one. We have Dave Clark 5's Greatest Hits. Again, like I mentioned in my last video, British Invasion was a huge part of growing up, and this band was definitely part of it. Got a late 70s reissue of Something New on the Capitol Purple label. This was a pretty cool album. I actually found this on tape recently, which was, well, it was the case with the jacket with this J sleeve, but Beatles 65 was inside it on tape. It was okay. This is a Columbia reissue of Ram. So that was a pretty cool find. And the red Columbia label, and McCartney was on there for a little bit. Just like those 45s I showed before. Got a really nice copy of Help here. This is a 1971 Apple reissue. So it's got the Apple logo on it. Nice hat, John. This is a late 70s reissue of Beatles 65. This was always one of my favorite Beatles albums growing up, especially for Babies in Black, I'm a Loser, No Reply, I'll Be Back, Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby. Great stuff. This is a pretty cool collection of Steve Winwood stuff. Steve Winwood and Friends, so it's got all kinds of... It's only one record with only 8 songs on it, but you would think for someone like Winwood there'd be 1,000 different songs on it. There actually is a better collection than that. I don't know if I have it here or not. Probably not. It's Hard, The Who. I know my friend who I'm giving all these records to has not heard this one, and I wonder if he's gonna like it or not. A lot of people are kind of on the fence with that one, but it's got some really good stuff. It's, you know, Athena. It's Hard's okay. Eminence Front is one of my absolute favorite Who songs, so that's a great song. Cry If You Want, Why Did I Fall For That? Yeah. There's some good stuff there. Hooligans, The Who. Really decent greatest hits set. It's a cool set because it's actually got some kind of not so predictable songs. It's got The Relay, it's got Slip Kid, Squeezebox, Song Is Over, Sister Disco. Good stuff. Who Are You? I already have 2 or 3 copies of this one, and I was like, I don't need a 4th one. Great album. 1980 reissue of Who's Next on MCA. Oh, this one got stuck in here. It's the Ghostbusters theme song. Ray Parker Jr. Back to more 60s stuff. Groovin', The Young Rascals. Featuring the hit How Can I Be Sure. Great album. Great album. Herman's Hermits on Tour. Johnny Cash's Greatest Hits, Volume 1. Good stuff on there. I Walk the Line, Ring of Fire, all that kind of stuff. Chuck Berry, Greatest Hits. What I can tell, it might be a British issue. Might be wrong though. Jerry Lee Lewis, Original Golden Hits, Volume 2. Elvis, Let's Be Friends. Let's Be Friends, Elvis. A couple more classics. AC/DC's Back in Black, which is in really good shape. Only a couple of scarves. couple of scuffs on it, but overall the cover is pretty clean. You can see in the sunlight there. Fly on the Wall, which every copy I've found of this has the plastic on it, the shrink wrap. I have no idea. I mean, it's open. You can get to the LP. But every copy I've come across has always been inside the shrink wrap. This is a good one. Changes One Bowie. John I'm Only Dancing, Ziggy Stardust, Gene Genie, Rebel Rebel, great stuff. Can't go wrong with Bowie. We got Face Dances by The Who. I think a really underrated, overlooked album in their career. I mean, that's actually the poster up there. It's got some awesome stuff. You Better You Bet, Quiet One, Did You Steal My Money, How Can You Do It Alone, Another Tricky Day. Very much overlooked from the people I've talked to about The Who anyway. And last but not least, a reissue of Ringo's self-titled Beatles reunion. You can't go wrong with this album. I know people kind of slag Ringo, but he's got some good stuff, and he was responsible for getting the Beatles back together in a sense. So all the Beatles play on this thing, not all at the same time. There is John and George and Ringo playing on I'm the Greatest together. But other than that, good stuff. So that's what I'm sending off to my friend, and those were my other recent finds. Thanks for watching, VC. I'm getting better at not saying every 2 seconds. I'll see you later. Thanks.